Hey, hello friends. This is Pastor Coates. I want to welcome you once again today to another Money Talk lesson in the series 31 Facts of the Law of the Seed, and here's number 11. This truth is very powerful. Everything that you possess is something that you have been given. Everything you have in life is something that you have received. Now here's the key verse for this, 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. I'm going to read it from the Amplified Version just because it's so clear. Notice what it says. What have you that was not given to you? There's a question. The rhetorical answer is nothing. Nothing you have was not given to you. If then you received it from someone, why do you boast as if you had not received it, but gained it by your own efforts? So here's the message today. There's nothing that you have, nothing that you possess, nothing that's in your possession now or at any point in the future that you did not receive, that was not given to you. This would be important to define some terms, and I'll get back to these in a little bit later, but there's a difference between owning something and actually possessing it. We'll get back to that. But here's where we're starting. Nothing that you possess, nothing that you have, nothing that you are in management of did not come to you from someone else. Even if you earned it, even if you had a part to play in sowing a seed that brought that reward into your life, it always came from other people. Now I want to give you 3 statements again today to help you really understand this concept. And here's number 1. Everything you possess came from God. Everything you possess or will ever possess, it came from other people, but God was always the source. Even if other people were involved in that transfer, ultimately everything comes from God. James chapter 1 verse 17. Every good and perfect gift coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, it all comes from God. Now here's the second truth. Everything you possess still belongs to God. This is where it's important to remember the difference between possessing something and owning something. There are a lot of resources. There's a lot of wealth. There are a lot of possessions. There's a lot of property that we possess. God has placed these things in our possession, but that does not mean it belongs to us. That does not mean we are the owners. As stewards, biblically, we know everything belongs to God. Even we belong to God. The Bible says you are not your own. You are bought with a price. So if I belong to God, then obviously everything that's in my possession also belongs to God. So everything I have, I've received from someone. Ultimately, everything I have came from God and it still belongs to God. But here's the powerful third truth. God allows us, God allows you, God allows me to operate as if 90% of what I possess really does belong to me. Now it doesn't. It belongs to God. It all belongs to God. Not just the first 10%, but everything that's in my possession belongs to God. But God allows us to operate within good reason. We're not obviously blessed to squander resources or to be a poor steward or to waste the things that God has done for us. But within reason, He allows us to keep the 90%, to be blessed by it, to bless our families by it, by investing it, by sowing it back as a seed that's going to create even a greater harvest. So my thought today to leave with you is this. Everything that you possess came to you as a gift from God through people. And God allows us to keep 90% of everything we've received. Never get the attitude in life that what's yours is yours. I earned it, I created it, it's mine. No, it all belongs to God, and God used other people to bring it into our lives. And amazingly, He lets us use 90% of it for our own benefit and blessing and encouragement. God bless you. We'll talk to you again soon.